What's up, everyone? My name is Cisco Tallarino. This assignment is for my Intro to Entrepreneurship Management 330. So today I'm here with my mother, Jen Tallarino. She's going to tell us a little bit about some of the problems she has in her personal and professional life. So my first question to you, mother, would be, do you have any problems you're dealing with personally at the moment?
Yes, right now I'm having a hard time potty training my dogs.
Okay. So tell me a story about the last time you tried to get your dogs to potty train the correct way.
So I took my dogs for a walk. We went for a walk around the block, probably about a mile, and they peed and did whatever they had to do. And then when I came inside with the dogs, I turned around, I'm cleaning the floor, and I turned around and there was more pee on the floor.
Hmm. I'm sure that's very frustrating. What would you say is the hardest part about this whole process?
Is that we've been trying this for 7 months and she's still not potty trained.
Hmm. Okay. Why is this so hard? What do you think makes this whole experience so hard for her to understand?
I think that it's the breed of the dog and she's just very stubborn.
Interesting. Um, what do you do to solve it now, or at least make the best of what you can do capable wise?
I just try to keep up with the same routine every day so that she will hopefully learn.
That's good. And what makes you dislike this whole process the most? I'm sure it has to be the puddles that generate from her.
Yes, that is a big problem.
Mm. Okay, now that we got the first problem out of the way, do you have any problems that you or maybe someone you know are currently dealing with in your professional field?
Yes, currently I'm dealing with a problem of your father as far as when he gets calls for his business. He says that he will be there at a certain time, and then people will call him the next day and say, oh, you were supposed to meet me and you forgot.
Hmm. Can you tell me a story about a time this happened? Because I'm sure there's a handful of them.
It happened at least 3 times this week. Yesterday, he came home around 2 o'clock and his phone started ringing and he was annoyed. He was ready to eat lunch. And a person called him and said, you were supposed to meet me at such and such a time. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. And he said, I'll be there in an hour. And the guy said, no, I have to go to work in an hour. So he said, all right, I'll go right now. So he had to leave his lunch and he had to run and take care of this guy or else he was going to lose his business.
Hmm. What would you say is the hardest part about what he's doing as a business owner and, just trying to meet every little thing he can get on his agenda?
Yeah, doesn't try to put anything in a calendar. He doesn't, he's not very organized. And when I offer to help him, he doesn't accept my help.
Hmm. And why would you say that's hard? Would you say he's stubborn or he just is technologically out of the loop?
Technically out of the loop.
I think you cut out there for a second. Can you repeat that?
Both. He is technologically out of the loop and stubborn.
Hmm. Yeah, I figured. It's nothing
Stuck
to
in his
do.
old ways.
Okay, well, how do you think he tries to solve it now, or at least how you contribute to solve the problem?
I just try to remember. If there's a phone call and I hear that he's supposed to go somewhere at a certain time, and he'll make an appointment but not realize that he has something else going on. I'll try to remind him that no, you can't go at that time. You have to go do this, or try to write it down or put it in my phone so this way I can remind him that he has to go meet somebody. But he really doesn't.
Okay, you cut out there for a little bit, but I think we got the main idea. Um, what would you say is the overall worst aspect of this whole situation? Would you say that he's not getting like the business that he needs? Obviously, as someone who lives under the same roof as him, you need as much income as you could get.
Yes, that's one thing. And another thing is that he's, never has time for anything. He's always, if he was organized, I think he would have more time, but he's not organized.
Hmm.
Time
Very,
management is an issue.